Okay. Yeah, so for my side, I want to speak directly to the innovators and the SMEs. Whatever solution you are building is supposed to solve a problem. And that problem sits within an environment that has a unique context. So make sure you are understanding the environment within which the users of your platform are going to work from. If not, you end up building a solution that is good on paper but not practical. And most software solutions, most applications, platforms do not get the traction that they need because they are not that valuable in the real context. When you put it in the practical context, they would have not considered a lot of key issues. And particularly for agric, if you are building a platform that is going to focus on agric, think about the rural community, the challenges that are associated in those communities, and see how you move around those challenges. It is then that your platform can be useful for the people who need it the most. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. For me, I would say that we start by identifying problems that exist within our communities. I don't know if you are aware that 2 months ago, a woman in Accra was arrested for poisoning the entire household. I don't know that a household of 6 went to bed, they never woke up, they test your pot and it's food poisoning. The woman claims that she bought the okra at the market square, so the okra cannot be traced. So we need to identify problems. The problems that we are talking about. And that is where we can fish for ideas and now begin to innovate.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Please let's give them a hand of applause. So I'm taking only 2 questions as our time is over. Only 2 questions. So if there are any questions, do you have any question for the gentleman? Okay, there are no questions. There's a hand there.
Hello. My name is Francis Sam, and my question is to Mr. Paul. So, regarding the prototype that you built, I ran a robotics NGO in the Western region, whereby we also plan on doing something like that. But we couldn't afford the grant for the component. So my question is, with something like that, how best can we do it when we don't get grants for that?
Thank you. I can say AI is here, but it's very expensive. As of now, because it's a new era, it's quite expensive. But what you can do is, we need to go in the local way. If you consult any of the electronic campuses, for example, HTU, we have electrical electronics cells. If you buy the individual components based on what you want to do, it becomes cheaper rather than going to buy, for example, Raspberry Pi, which is complete. So if you don't get funding, it becomes very difficult to go in the direction of AI. And that is even using Arduino board. If you want to use Raspberry Pi, which is a complete board, Pi 5 is about 9,000, 10,000. And I'm training students. Imagine you buy Raspberry Pi 5. If you want 125 or maybe 256 gig, which is about 15,000 Ghana cedis, a complete computer on its own, it can be blown. Raspberry Pi 5, can you
Sell to the farmers, and then they can buy and own one of these, and then one will use the next day, the other person can also take to use. And so as NGOs, these are some of the business models you can use to support the tech sector for longevity and sustainability. If not, like, as we said, after the grant is finished, most of the projects fold up.
Yeah, so just to add briefly, I think if you don't have the resources to start at a goal, a simple approach is also to collaborate, right? You have other institutions that have tested some of these, just like his
graduate admissions. So today I just want to talk a little bit about